Okay, I think we're live. Yep. I'm gonna get my iPad set up and we're gonna have a little exploration here. Turn the volume down. So I haven't been using Diva much, but I think it would be fun to mess around with it a little bit. I just need this up so I can see if somebody asks questions or speaks or whatever. Okay, cool. All right, so Diva, let's talk about it. I'm gonna get rid of a couple things here. We'll keep space walk there. So I have the Tom Wolfe collection for Diva, and I forgot which pack I'm in. I completely forgot which pack I was in. But I want to stay in this pack, so I don't want to get out. Let me see if I can figure. Oh, the Azure pack, which is right here. Tells you right there in my face. So this one is pretty cool. I don't mess with ARPs, but I really want to try to use them a little bit and see if I can find a lane that I can get into with them because it's not my normal go-to, but they can be fun and very suspenseful. And one of the things about Diva that I'm not used to is it doesn't have the press this button to, generate a new ideal or something. So I'm pretty much stuck with the presets until I've learned it a little bit of how I can tweak it. That's gonna be the challenge. So anyway, let's mess around, see what we come up with. I want to just start recording. Let's try something. Okay, that was interesting. Let me start over and try to come up with something that I could use. I kind of like when it's happening, it's like getting there and then eventually hold it. So let me see if I can do that. See, the problem I have is when I use a metronome, I feel kind of stuck. So I'm not going to use a metronome right now. I'm just going to play. Okay, I like where that was going. I think I want the first part to be a little bit longer. So even though we're using MIDI capture, I'm going to let me close this window for a second. I'm going to build on what I started right here. We're going to option, have it start here. Then option and have one. I don't know, maybe start there. Let's see what that does. I feel like it's too soon, so let's try something like this. Get rid of this. And then this particular one, I'm going to bring it, you know what? Let's just capture all of this. Have it start there. And we'll shorten this one. Or make it longer. There we go. So something like that. Whee! What's up, David? Davey, I mean. Almost said David. And we're going to build on this by creating another one. With an underlying key or pad of some sort. Okay, I already see what I want to do here. I'm going to have this repeat. So let's make a riff. Actually, let's just play it in because it'll be a little bit easier for me. What's up, Dusty? All right, I got it. Close that. Lock it in. And then we're going to extend this. Actually, we'll make it legato. Let's do that. I forgot what the key command for it is. Command, no. I forgot what the key command is. Let me go in here to fit content. Which one is the legato? Can't remember. Fit content to width. No, that's not what I want to do. I don't know what that was. Let's get out of that. Let's just do Command Z. There is a way to do this, but my brain can't remember the command for it. And then we'll Command U. No, they're all. Doesn't need to be perfect. I don't care about that. make another one. Not a new plugin day because I've had it since Black Friday, I think. And I think I've done some videos where I use it. But just wanted to. Sometimes you got to move away from Omnisphere or move away from Arturia. Just try something different. It'll make you create a little bit different. So switching plugins is a good thing. It's like switching an instrument, right? You just pushes you a different direction. All right, let's switch packs. We're going to grab another pack. Where is sound hunting? I don't want this to happen at the beginning. It'll get too. So we're going to start it about right here. Okay. So there it is. So we play it, we hit the MIDI capture and roll with it. That's the way I work. Because otherwise you'll be here all day trying to practice and all that. Sometimes the one take is all you need and it goes right where you want it. Let's get rid of trillion. We don't need it right now. Get rid of spacewalk. We'll get rid of scalar. And the drums. The drum bus. We don't need any of that. Less is best. We'll make another one. And on this one, I want to put some Valhalla. Yeah, that's good, Dusty. That's the way to do it, man. Mix it up. You'll get if you have the cool thing about plugins is let me turn the volume down so you guys can hear. The cool thing about having different plugins is you don't have to get bored. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to imagine that we came out of this scene, whatever's going on here, and we're going to pick up in a new scene, and that's where this plugin will come in. So we'll capture the moment. Give it a little breath. Okay. So this little bit here. Now, usually I do not like to quantize this stuff. Oops, I messed up. We may end up quantizing this stuff. We'll see. Pull that one there. We'll see. Maybe put one more in there. All right, let's see if we should quantize just this. Ooh, no. Let's see how it sounds. Sometimes it changes the sound once you quantize too much. And then we'll capture this moment. and bring it over here. I think that gives us, let me see. Oh, we need a little more. All right. I'm picking random spots to capture. There we go. And then we'll shorten this piece. And there. So this is the next portion of the scene. Yeah, there's a human eyes. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's one in Logic. There's one in, it's pretty easy right there. Set the percentage, human eyes. Now, you can use it. All it does is nudge the stuff off, right? But it depends on what you're working with, the sound and whatever you're trying to build. I don't quantize or humanize stuff typically. I just play it. Um, the only reason I'm quantizing that is because I want it to sound a certain way. But you notice I didn't quantize any of the rest of this. It was just this little part here. And I actually want this to be 12 to be 16 bars. So I'm going to go Option, drag over, and then join that together because I want this to be a little bit longer. So we're at 2 minutes with this. I'm going to play over the top of this piece right here. So we're going to duplicate. Everything you hear is Diva. And there may be a point where I add something else to it, but for right now, it's all Diva. If I do add something, it'll usually be another instrument of some sort that I'll play over the top of that. But for now, that was what I wanted to use for texture. Let's check some of these other packs out. Human eyes voice to text. Yeah, sometimes human eyes doesn't work. Quite. I see what you're saying. It's funny. It's all good. I really like this. I kind of want an instrument. Hmm. Interesting. All right, let's get a different instrument. So we're gonna use. Well, we're gonna try a few things to see what works. I'm not using violins today. Just don't want to do it. I'm always gonna try a guitar. Why not? I'm gonna put an amp with this one. Usually I use my Fender amp, but we're gonna try Universal Audio's Showtime 64. Because we're trying different things. Technically, there's 2 amps here because there's an amp already built in. We could bypass the effects, and I'm not really worried about it. Just try the blue bossa. We'll try it, see if we can find something to fit. I'm going to bring this back. We don't need it that far out. Yeah, I love Ample's sound. Their stuff sounds good. And I can play guitar too, but I like it. Let's turn this amp off. I don't want guitar on that first part. It'll probably be the second part. Nope, it's not the one. Just try. That's the harp for ample sound, which I love, but we're not going to use it. I'm going to loop out just a section I'm working on. That way I don't have to listen to the whole thing each time. Let's see. I want to mess with Arturia because I want to use this one. Nope. 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 I like it where it's at, but I'm just trying to look for something to add on this back end a little bit. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. We'll see. Wonder if a nylon string guitar would be better. Yeah, I want all of the Chinese instruments that they make. Um, I agree. I mean, the reason why I got into ample sound was because I don't have a lot of money to go buy every guitar that I want. And for me, if I just need that sound for a song, ample sound would be, I mean, ample sound guitars are actually really solid, especially being that it costs a lot of money to get these guitars repaired, fixed, keep up the maintenance. And this is much easier to record because I don't have to have mics. And so I don't know, just my take on it. No, play at the. All right, which key am I playing in? Let's figure it out. So we're going to go to scalar. Scalar, there it is. Drop it in. You can use scalar to tech. I took it off my computer because I was like, I don't want to take up the space. I don't need a tutorial how to use scalar. Get out of here. All right, I'm gonna pick this one because it has the most notes. Did I drop it in? No, I did not. Why is it not detecting? I don't want a tutorial. Get out of here. All right, cool. Let me see if that makes it work. Yes. Really? So you should be able to just drop it in, but for some reason it's taking too long or it's just not detecting what notes I played. All right, hold up. Let me see. Oh, you know why? Because I grabbed an AU and you have to, Ableton should fix that. You have to grab a VST. So you have to go to your plugins and get the VST version of it. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Cool. I don't know why it's like that, but that's Ableton for you. I don't need a tutorial. No. All right, cool. Let's try this. I think that's the reason why it didn't work. We'll see in here in a minute. Come on. I hope it doesn't try to make me. I could probably just play them in. Turn off this felt. No instrument. Thank you. MIDI capture, MIDI detect. It's trying to look up. May have to play it in for it to work because it's usually just drag and drop, but whatever. Let's go keys 1. We'll just do it this way. All right. Oh, you use Reaper. Okay. So you can see right here where scale is detecting. Okay. So we're gonna go at F sharp, G flat, major scale. Cool. So I'm gonna highlight this, F flat, and it's major. All right, cool. Get rid of scalar because I don't really need it. Go back to ample. All right, let's lock this scale in right here so I can see which notes I want to need, are going to need. I knew it was all the black keys. So F and B. Cool. Off note, whatever. Some of that I like, some of it I didn't, but whatever. So it's just a start. Mostly didn't like the end, but whatever. All right. So what I'm going to do is I want to make sure this is in scale. So I'm going to highlight it and click, and you can see the scale is already over here. Just hit fit to scale and it'll adjust whatever notes aren't. This one should be in scale, and it is, so we're good. And now we'll play it again. want to pull this back here. All right, I like that. And then let's see. Let's pick up from this spot and we'll figure out what we're going to play. Cool, I'll take it. Add it to the end. And there's that part. So very free and opening is very much not your typical pop or, you know, rhythm type music that you make. And that's the joy of making this type of music, is that it's a little more free and open. Though I am sticking to a scale, so that does matter, I reckon. Pull offs in there, you can hear it. That's pretty cool. Now we could add more to this. We can make this sound like a room. So we could go up to Valhalla, which is where I would go, and then grab like a room reverb. And let's see what we have preset wise. Dark booth. Let's try this wooden room, see what it sounds like on this guitar. Interesting. So these presets came from actually can't even think of what I'm trying to say. These presets came from an album. They give you the presets with it, and it is called Space and Time 2, and it's on Bandcamp. Did I say Bandcamp? Yeah, I did say that. But anyway, you can buy albums on there and get people's Valhalla presets that they use. Pretty cool. And then take them and tweak them and make them yours. So that's one of the packs. It's called Ascendant Veils of Infinity. And those are the presets. Cloud Chamber sounds like it might be cool. So let me see if I can show you guys. I'm going to see if I can show you guys something real quick. Let's go to Bandcamp. I got to make sure you see it, though. That's the problem. Let me see. Can you? No, you cannot see it. But you can see it now. There we go. Had to change it over in Ecamm. Okay. So this is some of my collection. Well, these are all my albums, but if you go to, I think it's the search bar where you can search for music, and you type in space, and I guess my keyboard is not going to type. Space and time 2. There it is. So this is the album. And if you look right here, Space and Time Valhalla 2 has massive circulated cinematic laboratory of sounds for the plugins. And they tell you, they give you these presets within the album. So you can look at it in your spare time. But this Ascendant artist puts out albums. They give you like 6 songs or whatever it is that they use these presets in. And then you can buy this album, like $20, and then you get 100 presets. So it's pretty cool. So it's like getting an album and getting some presets. Different way to buy stuff, but interesting nonetheless. So I just wanted to show you all that. Let me go back to live. So if you go into Bandcamp to buy music, type in whatever preset you want. And then sometimes you'll see an album where they give you the actual presets they use in the album, and then you can it could be anything. It doesn't have to be Valhalla. But there's other guys that are doing that too. Like if you're on the M8, there are some guys that'll give you their M8 projects, and then you can take their songs and use them to see how they structurally did it. Anyway, it's pretty cool. All right. Can we see? Let me see here. Everybody should be able to see the screen. Or this deck saver I have for the Osmos is getting in the way. All right. So here we are. We're on this portion. This would be the portion where we would maybe come up with something else. Putting a clock in here. As the rhythm. And then we'll put something on the clock to make it sound different too. Go back to Valhalla. We'll go to Supermassive right there. And here's Ascendant. So here's a pack that they give you in here. It has delay. All right, so let's kick here. to make that a little more subtle, so I'm going to drop it about 9 dB. It's still there, you can hear it, but I go to 50% roughly. Let that gradually fade out. Cool. So all these little change ups and switch ups make the song a little more, make the song pretty interesting. Hold on, let me stop this. I'm gonna mess your name up, but it's like OM grown. You have to tell me how to pronounce it again or how you prefer it to be pronounced. Good to see you though. So yeah. So I have no clue what this song is supposed to be. We're just experimenting with, we started with Diva, and all the tracks in blue are Diva. This is ample guitar. We don't need this or this. This is Diva. And then we're just building. Homegrown. So homegrown? Is it homegrown or homegrown? Homegrown. Homegrown. All right, I'm going to try to get that. It's a very unique name. Where's that name from? Is that your real name or is it just something you made up? Homegrown, homegrown, homegrown. There's this hockey player that's on the Sharks that I like. Well, I like the whole team, but his name is like, I still can't get it. I have to ask my daughter every time. It's like, it looks like Little J Green, but it's like Ladrine. And I never get it right. I don't care how many times I've tried. It's homegrown. Homegrown. Cool. Oh, I think he grows stuff. Yeah, homegrown. Yeah, Le Green. Oh my goodness, I still to this day. But anyway, it's fun. I love hockey. So, oh, that's sick. I actually like that. You put a little thought into it. Very nice. Homegrown. Interesting. Been thinking about changing my name to LED. No, I'm just kidding. I've been, but it's definitely on the new album. Uh, the track Red is actually was called Red Love LED Life. I don't know. Once upon a time, I would have been correct, Davey. You would have been correct. I know what you're talking about. All right, let's mess around. Just listening to noise. Okay, so let's do something here with this clock. I got this idea that came to me. I want this clock moving a little bit. And one way that I like to do it, I mean, of course, you can do all that LFO stuff if you got time, but it is an audio wave. So, one way you can do that is a thing called Pan Station. And by the way, Pan Station is on iOS. I have it on iOS as well as desktop, and that'll tell you that I like it. And there's this thing called Roundabout. That's a preset, by the way. And it moves the audio around and about, right? In different areas. So you can change the depth, etc. So you'll have to listen with your headphones on to hear this. I'm going to crank this back up to about -6. And if you listen in your headphones, it's moving. It's moving around from the left side to the right side. And turn it down just a little bit. I turned it up so you could hear it better, but I'm going to turn it back down a little bit. So I like things like that when you want something to be there, be present, but be moving and not stagnant. It's kind of a fun thing to do. You can also let me show you this too. Another thing I use, which is haze. You guys probably have heard me talk about it. Haze 2. This is cool for positioning things. So let's say we want this particular sound in the left side of the room. And I'm going to leave that one where it's at. And maybe this one, I want position in the right side of the room, the musical. Let's do natural right. And let's do natural left. So now when you listen to it, there's space in between for this sound to sit in the middle. Cool. So that's it. That's this song, and I think I'll figure out what the name. If you guys got any ideas or thoughts on names, I'm open for suggestions. If not, we'll call it a day or a session. So we used a bunch of different tools and techniques in this one. Obviously, we used Diva, which if you guys haven't messed with, it's really fun. Um, Especially if you like ARPs, pads, textural stuff, and synth bass. I think it's a great tool for those. I use it mostly for pads, but occasionally it's fun to try out other stuff. Push yourself to explore, and you never know what you'll come up with. Maybe you create some style that you never thought you would normally do. We could put some texture in this track, a little bit more, but there's so much going on. It's really busy that it could get too busy and then it starts sounding like mush, like everything just colliding, which is part of the reason why I added haze and to these tracks to spread them out a little bit. The art, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I like it. It's cool. It's Tom Wolf. It's part of his packs, the Azure pack. It's called Our Ascension, and I'm playing it a little different to make it with the Osmos. I can hold down and get creative on the bending of notes and strings. So, and that's not even the half of it. That's a light bend. I could go to, it sounds like I'm doing a lot, but I'm really not. I'm just bending the notes. And what I did was I went deeper so it sounds more cinematic. There you go. So we'll call it, and I will see you on the next one. All right, guys. Appreciate all of you for stopping by. If you can hit the like for me, I greatly appreciate it. And we'll talk on the next row. All right. I'm out.